OMG, LGBTIQ, AP+, and beyond. It's the most wonderful time of the year. We are here at the Midsumma Festival 2024 launch. My name is Tristan Meacham, and I am your red carpet co-host, and I'm here with the absolute stunning Miss Catalina. Miss Catalina, how are you tonight?
Thank you, Tristan. I'm feeling amazing. I'm hot and sweaty.
It is a hot, sweaty delight here tonight. But we want to make sure that you at home are having such a great experience as well. So we are reaching out to you to make sure that your Midsumma Festival launch is just as good as everyone here in this rowdy room. People look amazing here, don't they, Miss Catalina?
Yes, but they're not going to look as fabulous as me, darling.
That's absolutely true. What are you wearing tonight?
I'm actually wearing Camilla, and it's very expensive, so I'll be eating noodles for the next 2 weeks.
My goodness me, noodles for all some of the delicious catering here tonight. If you are watching online though, we want you to know that there are Auslan interpreters and there's also closed caption facilities. You can make sure that you ask any questions. The Midsumma staff are there ready to help you so that you feel like you are actually having a wonderful experience as if you're in the room.
Yes, and it's important to have those captions and our Auslan interpreters. Oh my goodness.
It really
do without them.
Absolutely. It really is about making sure that everyone can feel included as part of the 36th Midsumma Festival. Did you know that this amazing program has been going for 36 years, Miss Kat?
I did. It's actually older than me.
I was about to say it's 6 years younger than me.
It's 10 years older than me.
Yeah, so it is the 36th year of the Midsumma Festival. It is Victoria's and actually Australia's leading LGBTIQ AP+ cultural festival. There are performances, there are theatre shows, there is music.
There's exhibitions, cultural performances. Oh my God. It's never done before, but watch out, darlings, watch out.
Absolutely, it's 3 weeks, and it really kicks off the year. It makes the year so special. Every time you've got through the Christmas holidays, you've got through New Year's, and you know that you have Midsumma Festival, I always look forward to it. What are some of your highlights that you love at Midsumma?
Do you know what? You know, I don't celebrate Christmas, but I celebrate Midsumma Carnival. That's my most favourite. That is Christmas to me, and that's what I look forward to. The Midsumma Carnival, the Victoria Street Party, oh my goodness.
Tonight we are going to have some wonderful revelations of the program. The theme, Braver Together, Braver Space actually, is going to include wonderful intersections for the community so that everybody feels part of this festival. Some of the things that they have made and that they will launch tonight are just going to make everyone feel incredibly proud, don't you think?
Absolutely. And you know what, Midsumma Festival, you know, they're change makers for the future. Let that sit with you for like a moment.
They are change makers, it's true. Yeah. Well, I mean, the festival has it's shifted so much over the 36 years, and now it's an absolute shining pride of culture here in Melbourne and around Victoria. It's not just Melbourne.
Yeah, you know, there was one point that I wasn't so sure, but once you're here, you get to see everything that the staff has done, the team behind Midsumma Festival. It's really magical. It really is. And I don't say that often.
It's true. There is magic in the air. There's glitter in people's eyes. I do feel you're right, Miss Kat. The staff here at Midsumma Festival are absolutely incredible. This shindig here is really, really special. There's a vibe already in the room. People look great. Some people have dressed up. Some people haven't.
Oh, yes. Some people are wearing, you know, like T-shirts. But that's okay, because you know why? We're very inclusive.
Absolutely. And we know that some of you probably are wearing T-shirts at home as well. Or your gym jams. Who's the clever ones? I think it's everyone from Facebook Live. Please do make sure that you enjoy some of the wonderful performances. Did you know some of the performers that are going to be performing tonight?
Oh, we have got the fabulous Lion. Oh, my goodness. Watch out for Lion, also Jackie. Amazing, amazing performance.
Incredible voices.
Yeah, and they really represent our community really well. So I'm looking forward for those two.
We also have one of the best DJs in the country performing, Miss Catalina, here tonight. She will be spinning the decks. Is that what they call them?
Yeah, I think the children do that.
The children call them spinning the decks. You can tell that I'm certainly an old uncle rather than the children anymore. She'll be flipping the decks. Is that what they say?
Flipping the decks, that's new.
Yeah, that's new. I don't think that's right.
Doesn't sound cool.
Welcome to my life. It doesn't sound cool much. Miss Catalina is on the decks tonight. She'll be playing tunes throughout the evening to make sure that everyone has a party. We want you to have a party in your bedroom, to feel really loved, and to know that Midsumma Festival 2024 is for you. Thank you for joining us online, and I hope you have a great night.
Bye, bye everyone.
Happy Midsumma Festival launch.
Yes, happy Midsumma.
OMG, LGBTIQAP+ and beyond. We welcome you all. To all First Nation people here with us, to elders past and present, we welcome you all. To androgynous, aromantics, asexuals, bisexuals, brother boys, butch, cisgendered, demisexual, femmes, gays, gender diverse, gender fluid, gender questioning, heterosexuals, well, okay, intersex, lesbians, masc, non-binary, non-heterosexuals, pansexuals, queer, QTIPOC, queer, trans and or intersex, people of colour, questioning, sister girls, trans and transgender, we welcome you all. Welcome young and old, friends and family, biological and logical, esteemed and not so esteemed guests, passionate advocates and allies for gender and inclusivity, sponsors, doctors, teachers, lawyers, why not? Welcome you all. And importantly, to anyone that unintentionally has not yet been acknowledged, Midsumma Festival wants you to all know that you are all welcome. All sexual orientations, all gender identities, all gender expressions, all sex characteristics, all cultures, all faith, all ages, we welcome the ever-evolving and expanding continuum of what it means to be or not to be, yes, I went to drama school, part of this wonderful community, both here in real life and on Facebook Live. Shout out to those online. We are here to celebrate the launch of Midsumma Festival 2024. To kickstart this evening, it is an absolute pleasure to welcome our first performer. This performer blends notorious performance moments with rock and trap flair. They are Melbourne-based, they are Chinese, Cambodian, they are proudly queer, they generate anti-pop chaos with an unapologetic explosion of attitude and hyperbole. Please, a big round of applause for the brilliantly talented Jackie.
Ever since I was a kid, I've always wondered what it's like to grow up in pretty skin and not a single fault inside. With my hands tucked to the side, won't have to scratch on my two eyes. Too bad I'm born to be a shade of red with no restraint. The tricky thing is when I bring myself to take a step outside. Can never win, I hardly grin when everybody thinks I'm tired. And no amount of moisture helps, I'm dry until my blood is melting over a reflection of a broken face. I wish I could be one of the pretty boys. Maybe this time it's me, I won't be second choice. I would smile and wave and be the main attraction everybody chases after. I wish I was. All I see on the screen determines loss and gain of weight. And what I want is what I need. It's like they say beauty is pain. I follow till I miss a step, then hold myself in such contempt. Forever in a cycle built for no mistakes. And my body, it can never ever look that way. Oh, I wish I could be one of the pretty boys. be in my mind. Won't be through this ugly noise. They would smile and wave and know my name. Distracted long enough to stay till after. I wish I was somebody else with wider eyes and clearer skin, a little thick, a little thin. Then maybe I could turn every head down any hallway I walk. Slightly tall by a couple feet, have bigger arms and smaller cheeks. I want it all, but this is not me. This is not me. Could it ever be? I think I could be one of the pretty boys. I know this time it's me. I won't be second choice. I will smile and wave and feel like I belong. And I won't be sat here on my own singing this song. Thank you.
A round of applause for Jackie. If that is any indication of how tonight is going to start, we are in for a good ride. Please, a huge round of applause again for the incredible talent, the sublime Jackie. Premiering their original song, Pretty Boys. If you do want to check out Jackie, I've been told the spelling, for those writing at home, JXCKY. Please check out all online platforms. Turn this incredible talent into a pop star, because they are something profound. Thank you so much for your generosity and your beauty. Can we also please acknowledge the incredible Homophonic, who were playing as you entered the Edge. An incredible cultural asset here in Victoria, creating queer classical music led by the brilliantly talented Miranda Hill. These groups perform all over Victoria, and we are so honoured that they are here. Now, for those that don't know, my name is Tristan Meacham. How dare you if you don't? And don't I look good tonight? Took about 4 hours for the face, but that doesn't matter. I'm giving spring realness. Got a bit of hay fever today, so that's why I'm wearing the Monet Exchange on myself. Also, a huge big round of applause to Miss Catalina, our red carpet host and DJ throughout the evening. Miss Catalina, you look absolutely fabulous, and we're thrilled that you're going to be spinning some decks, as the kids say, later tonight. But before we start, importantly, to acknowledge the first peoples of the land on which we gather, the traditional owners and custodians of this special place. And I would like to acknowledge all people from the Kulin Nations and pay respects to elders, past and present. And it is an absolute honour to welcome to the stage, please, a round of applause for Auntie Di Kerr.
I made it. I honour my ancestors and my elders, and I pay homage to this sacred ground that we're on. I wish to acknowledge any elders of different nations, and the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander persons, and the First Nations peoples from across the water. In particular, I wanted to acknowledge the LGBTQIA+ community, and I acknowledge you all, and I pay my respects to your ancestors, elders and families. It's an honour and a privilege to be here today amongst all of you for this special night. And we're along the Birrarung, the Yarra to a lot of people, but to us is the Birrarung, the River of Mist. And my family lived on the Birrarung just behind Flinders Street Station there before they were moved to a place called Corrandirt Mission, where my grandmother was born. My ancestors tell me that this place was lush with greenery, trees, plants, edible plants, birds, small birds, and lots of fish. And they lived here quite harmoniously. That tells me that as peoples, we need to live in harmony with our country, our Mother Earth. And I know your festival is exciting, and I love coming there and being a part of. And I hope you all dress up more this year. Seriously. My granddaughter, who is now 9, has been to 4 of your events because she loves it. She absolutely adores it, and she loves the big fairies, you know, that ride up on the stilts, and she always says, oh, "There's my boys," you know. She absolutely loves coming, and I love her because I teach my kids, all of my children, my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren, that we deserve to live together and to honour each other. I want to thank you, which is Nungodjan, for allowing me to come this evening to share this special night. I offer you all my hand in friendship so that we can journey together. May Bunjil, my Creator, surround you all and give you strength and resilience. Womanjika, Wurundjeri Balak, Yimangundipik, welcome to the traditional country of the Wurundjeri people, and have a wonderful evening. Nungodjan, thank you.
Thank you so much, Auntie Di, for your wonderful welcome to country and your acknowledgement of community and the elders within the community. It's a great honour and privilege to have you here. Midsumma Festival is 36 years old. That's 6 years younger than me. I wrote that joke and I just wanted to say it, sorry. And we all know, everyone in this room, that the festival is a shining spotlight of queer excellence, arts and culture, community and fabulousness. It is vital, and tonight's program launch will reveal a kaleidoscopic series of events that honours progress made, but also serves as a reminder of the change that is still needed. Midsumma Festival 2024 acknowledges those that have come before, those that have fought for our rights, who have paved the way so that we can look fabulous in these high heels. Midsumma Festival 2024 also acknowledges those people who may not be able to live in their true sexual, gendered or cultural identity because they do not feel safe. We all long for a time where we can all feel safe and connected so that we can all celebrate and be proud of who we all are. Midsumma Festival is nothing without its staff and volunteers. And it is an absolute pleasure to welcome to the stage Midsumma Festival CEO, Karen Bryant.
I think someone's taken my first page. That's going to be fun. The first thing I'm going to say... That's all right, I thought I was going to get to improvise. And how do you follow that? Actually, that's the first page, but now I'm missing the second one. But that's okay. That's absolutely fine, because I do like chatting, as everyone knows. I thought I wasn't going to get a laugh. I seriously think I do need a little bit more glitter. I've been here for a while now with Midsumma, but already this one feels really special. So thank you for joining that with us. I'd also like to personally acknowledge the traditional owners and custodians of the land that Midsumma calls our home, and from where I'm coming to you from today, but also where a lot of our events take place, the Wurundjeri and the Boonwurrung people of the Kulin Nation. But also as the national organisation that Midsumma now is, I'd like to pay respects to all First Nations and elders all across our lands and waters, and all First Nations community members who are joining us today here or online from lands far and wide. A big shout out to all those people who are joining us from all over on our live stream. It's really, really wonderful now to be able to use our technology to expand the access and the reach of what we can do to talk to a whole range of people and connect, particularly with a program at Midsumma that continues to expand its geographical reach, and this year particularly with such rich representation across regional Victoria. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge and welcome the deaf community members, artists and professionals who are joining us here tonight and online and during our festival, as well as our Auslan interpreters Alex and Jamela from Expressions Australia, who are doing such a fabulous job at helping us make this event as accessible as possible. I'd also like to particularly take a moment to thank and acknowledge our ongoing and highly valued access partners, which includes Expressions Australia, but also Verte Veritas, as well as Auslan Stage Left, who have been with us for many, many years now, and a new access partner that has come on board this year, Vision Australia Radio. We at Midsumma have worked really hard from the last festival to this one, and in fact continually year upon year, to improve our access engagement, and particularly this year our engagement with the blind and low vision community members, with the support of Vitae Veritas and Vision Australia Radio, and a range of consultants and advisors. And we hope to welcome more blind and low vision audiences and artists across the festival this year, along with, of course, the broader community of disabled, autistic, neurodiverse and chronically ill people who make up our vibrant LGBTIQ communities. Thank you. And this is particularly important to us because over 35% of our total audiences now identify as disabled, deaf, hearing impaired or neurodiverse, which I think is just absolutely fabulous. And so I'd also like to have a special mention and welcome and thank you to our Access and Inclusion Advisory Group members, many of whom are here tonight. And they hold us accountable. They help us ensure that our work in this area is best practice and provides industry leadership, festival leadership, and that all of that work is disability-led. Midsumma has, for a number of years, been very carefully positioning itself as Australia's premier LGBTIQ arts and cultural organisation, and activating a position as a major nexus for queer cultural development. This year our board, launched a new strategic plan, and it lays out a vision for expanding upon our national work. And it also positions us as increasingly for international reach over the coming years to come, as a hub of artistic leadership across all art forms and in queer arts. One of the things that I think has made us unique is our proactive, deep commitment in intersectional approaches. We have communities across First Nations, disability, culturally and linguistically diverse communities, diverse families, seniors, and we truly seek to engage with broad communities across every single age range, all cultural demographics, geographical locations, all faiths and identities. Last year, we broke every record that we had to break, I think. The numbers of events were more than we've ever had before. The numbers of volunteers were larger than we've ever had before. The attendance at every single one of our major community events were highest. Our ticket sales were the highest. Our box office was the highest. We had total attendances of just under 307,000 people attend Midsumma events over 3 weeks. So how do you top that? Well, we're going to give it a really, really big shake. But before I can do the big reveal for you, I have to build some anticipation. And of course, we have to say some thank yous. So I'd like to welcome to the stage the first of our guest speakers, our much loved chair of our management board, Judy Small.
You noticed how you're hanging out with a slightly older crowd these days? Well, nobody took the first page of my speech, but Christian did take the rest of it. So I don't have much to say anymore. Thank you, Christian. It's an absolute honour to sit on the board of this incredible organisation. As Karen's just told you, it has expanded over the last 7 or 8 years to be what we say is the leading queer arts organisation in this country. And we say also that that's not enough, that we want to expand and take the expertise that our staff have gained over those years and take them around the world if necessary or if possible. I too, as well as acknowledging the First Nations people of this area, the people of the Wurundjeri and Boonwurrung people of the Kulin Nation, I too would like to recognise that it is the generations of LGBTQIA+ people who came before us that allow us to sit here tonight and be openly queer. All right. Well, that was all I was going to say, but I do have to, no. I just want to thank and talk to you just for a second about the board. The board of Midsumma is a volunteer board. Nobody gets paid. In fact, we don't even get free tickets to things. So there aren't any... There's none of that sort of corruption at Midsumma. But I would like to thank my Deputy Chair, Michael Parry, our Board Secretary, Reece Cranny, our Treasurer, the wonderful Michael Fuller-Smith, and the entire hard-working and great thinking and committed board of this organisation. I think we have one of the best staffs, and certainly we have one of the very best CEOs in this country. So... Karen was just telling you about how we broke all records last year, or this year. And we still don't think that's enough. And we're on the way. Today, you may or may not know, the applications to march in Midsumma Pride March closed. 399 groups of people will be marching down Fitzroy Street on Midsumma Pride March Day. And that is way more than we have ever had. So we're very pleased about that. Let's just pray for no rain. That's all. Okay, having said those few words, and acknowledge that I do not do this job on my own by any means, I'd like to talk to you about the people who actually make it possible for us to produce this enormous festival. And they, of course, are our sponsors. Our major sponsors and co-hosts for this evening's event, to whom we are enormously grateful, is the National Australia Bank. They have been our major sponsor, our principal sponsor, for a very long time, and we are most, they also give out really cool rainbow hats at Carnival. So you might want to visit them at Carnival. Our principal partners alongside NAB are the State Government of Victoria through Creative Victoria, and for Pride March in Victoria Pride, the Department of Families, Fairness and Housing through Fairer Victoria, and for Victoria's Pride, the Department of Equality. The City of Melbourne is our other principal partner. They support what we do on country that they manage at the moment, and they have always been incredibly supportive of Midsumma, and so we thank them. Our major partners are the City of Port Phillip, where, of course, Pride March takes place, and Woolworths and Amazon. And we can't thank them enough for continuing to put their money where our mouths are and help support this organisation to produce this event. Our gold partners, all highly valued partners of long standing with us, are SEEK, AGL, Dan Murphy's and RACV. And joining us this year as gold partners, Number One Fertility and Rainbow Wise through Wise Employment. We're very happy to have you on board. And our silver partners, Australia Post, and of course Australia Post hosts the Midsumma and Australia Post Art Award and sponsors that and makes it so that the breadth of arts that are in this festival is enormous. This is not just a drag show or just a march down a street or just a theatre show. It is visual art, it is dance, it is music, it is any kind of art there is. And so we're very pleased to see that photography is going to be part of this festival as well. The other silver partners are L'Oreal, dare I say, because we're worth it. And Jetstar. So, and keep your eyes peeled next week for some exciting news about our partnership with Jetstar. And Adobe, we want to welcome back Adobe, who are joining us once again at silver level. And joining us for the very first time is Melbourne Airport. Not the airlines, just the airport. So it's okay. And Squealing Pig Wines, which you have been availing yourself of this evening. We thank them very much for coming on board. We also thank our legal partner, Cause Chambers Westgarth, who give us advice when we need it and who are always there when we need their services. We also have project partners. All of those partners fund our core activities. They fund the salaries of our staff, the rent that we pay for our offices, and all those costs that are core to the organisation. But we also have project partners who fund us for particular parts of the festival. And we'd like to thank the federal government, who through the Australia Council for the Arts fund us for projects like I thought you'd know. One thing that I do want to say that nobody's mentioned yet is, of course, that Midsumma is not just a festival. It is a whole round year organisation that provides training and mentoring for young artists, young queer artists. And it's that project, Pathways, the major one of those projects, that the federal government funds through the Australia Council for the Arts. We also thank very much Fed Square for having us this evening. They have given us this venue and we thank them very much. Great venue, isn't it, for this? Fantastic. We also thank our other project partners, the Richmond Football Club, Brick Lane Brewing, Dasher and Fisher Gin, Bondi Sands, Quest Collingwood and Yarra Trams. all of whom support us for projects throughout the festival and throughout the years. And lastly, you'll be very happy to hear, lastly, our media partners who let you know what's going on at Midsumma and who support us all the way through. Joy Media, yay, Joy Media. Mr. Moto, Print Graphics, Placket, Civic Outdoors, The Star Observer, and 7 AM Podcast. And last but never least, thank you, thank you, thank you to our donors, to those of you who give money to us, our wonderful patrons, without whom we simply could not exist. And those fabulous individuals, I believe, are all listed on the AV screen behind me. So thank you to all our sponsors and to all our supporters for allowing us to have this fabulous night and these fabulous 3 weeks and year-round celebration of queer arts in this country. Thank you.
Thank you, Judy. And it's good that I've got this extra piece of paper because now the other pages have all disappeared as well. Midsumma works to make the diverse queer arts communities in Victoria and beyond more visible, more connected, and to provide a platform for artistic voices and stories that just might not otherwise be seen or heard. We have a focus on development of contemporary art practices that's distinct and unique to our region of the world. We work year-round to provide artists and culture makers with support, development opportunities to create, present, profile their work and themselves, and to build sustainable careers, and to develop new work that progresses queer art forms. We are proudly the national LGBTIQ arts organisation. So I'm really pleased to introduce, unfortunately, the Minister wasn't able to attend in person, but we have a video to show you from Harriet Shing, MP, Minister for Equality, who's also representing the Minister of Creative Industries tonight.
Hi, I'm Harriet Shing, Victoria's Equality Minister. It gives me enormous joy to be able to participate today in the Midsumma Festival program launched for 2024. I'm so sorry I can't be there to join you all. However, I'm really delighted to be part of celebrating Midsumma's ongoing contribution to queer arts and culture across the city. Since 1988, Midsumma has done so much work as a queer arts and cultural organisation to make and bring opportunities for inclusion for LGBTIQA+ people, not just from around Victoria and Australia, but from all over the world. So, whether you are an LGBTIQA+ person who has contributed to making an event or one of the attractions for next year's festival, or you're an ally or somebody who's looking to get involved, I can't wait to be part of it all. I can't wait to be in the midst of so much energy, collaboration, connection and pride. Well done to everybody involved. I'll see you soon.
As mentioned by Judy, our co-host for this evening's launch is our principal corporate partner, NAB. And they've been standing with us and our communities for many years now, and it really isn't an exaggeration to say that I don't think that Midsumma would still be here without that support. So I'd like to welcome to the stage the last of our formal guest speakers representing NAB and co-host for tonight, Lance Thornswood, Chief Design Officer and Executive Sponsor for NAB Pride.
Hello, thank you so much, Karen, for your intro and for the opportunity to speak to everybody here tonight. Tanti Dai, thank you for such a heartfelt welcome to country. There you are. And We're indeed so lucky to live, work, and celebrate as an LGBTI plus community in such a special place. I pay my respects to you, to other elders who may be joining us either live or by video, and any members of the Indigenous community who are here tonight and online. It's also so exciting to be here tonight with Judy and members of the Midsumma board and the city of Melbourne and all of the wonderful representation that they bring as well. I'm Lance Thornswood, as it says, and I am fortunate to be Chief Design Officer for NAB. And after a record-breaking Midsumma Festival earlier this year, I'm proud to be able to be here again tonight as NAB's executive sponsor of NAB Pride, and which is our LGBTI plus employee network. My pronouns are he, they, and I'm here together tonight with a number of members of the NAB Pride team, and also proudly here with my husband, Nils Heyman. As an executive sponsor of NAB Pride, together with the formidable Rachel Slade, who's a long-term and passionate supporter of the LGBTI plus community here in Melbourne, we lead a wonderfully diverse group of employees who are so much more than just a resource and support group for LGBTI colleagues at NAB. Together, the 1,500 of us champion visibility, inclusion, and allyship. We formally were created 11 years ago, and NAB Pride sends a very loud and clear message to anybody looking for acceptance. It shows that there's room for all of us to be ourselves, and as we say, everyone should have the opportunity to be out, loud, and proud. Diversity is something that we take really seriously and value very deeply at NAB, not just through our NAB Pride network, but right across the entire bank. We're an organization with a wealth of experiences, beliefs, and backgrounds, and we encourage everyone to bring that every day because it makes us better. We believe that when you fully embrace who you really are and can be your whole self, you will thrive and we'll all thrive. We share this same commitment with our customers, making sure that they feel respected and valued for who they are, no matter how they identify. In that same year that we formed NAB Pride, we also began our support for Midsumma. So it's been a full 11 years. And 11 years later, we're still absolutely delighted to continue supporting this amazing festival and the vital role that it plays in the LGBTI community and in the arts. It's truly wonderful to be part of Midsumma and to celebrate and connect with everyone, weather permitting, of course. I've had the opportunity in my little more than a year here to experience the famous 4 seasons in a day here in Melbourne. And this year, I'll be smarter and I'll be heading to all of the festival events armed with my sunglasses, my sunscreen, my umbrella, and a heavy jacket, just to be sure. Each year, the NAB team are really excited to participate and attend the many events on offer. But I have to admit, standing on the stage last year, I was pretty overwhelmed at the program that was laid out. I couldn't quite get my head around how we were going to take all of this in and enjoy all of the arts, culture, community events, and everything else that makes up Midsumma. It's clearly not possible. We tried, but the one thing that's so great about Midsumma is that there's just as many diverse events as there are diverse people. And so we can choose the things that work best for us. We can do the things that reflect who we are as individuals. And Midsumma is such a great reflection that lets us just be ourselves and celebrate all of our differences and our similarities. I'm really looking forward to the 2024 program, and not just the headline events. I'll be using some of my time this year to also experience more from Midsumma Presents, and from the Open Access Program. We'll be hearing a little bit more about those in a bit. And I'm really excited by the many news stories and artists that will be represented this year. I'm coming this year ready to be challenged, ready to think, ready to laugh, probably to cry. And most of all, I'm going to be extremely excited to celebrate the wonderfully diverse culture that we spotlight every year at Midsumma, year after year. Congratulations to all of the Midsumma team for putting together such a great program. And to all of the artists and volunteers, thank you for all that you do and all that you're about to do over the next few months, because you're the heart of what makes this all possible. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for your stories. I'm sure that they're going to make for an amazing experience that not only entertains, but also enriches all of us. I can't wait to see how this is going to bring this year's festival to life. Of course, Midsumma is a massive event, and it wouldn't be possible without everybody's contribution. So also, thanks to the volunteers for your thousands of hours that you donate every year. And thank you for generously giving all of that time and energy and commitment, and for the added passion that you bring to make this such a great event every year. Midsumma truly thrives because of the support and commitment of all of the volunteers and all of the amazing artists. Finally, to everyone else planning to attend, whether it's your first time, like I was last year, or if you've lost count of all the times, NAB hopes that you'll really enjoy joining us to bring out an even better and bigger Midsumma in 2024. Thank you so much for allowing NAB to be part of your story. And I've been practicing this one. Cheers and good night.
Thank you, Lance, and it's great to have you back again this year. I'm going to go script slightly, just because obviously we've talked about our corporate partners, and one of the things that I did want to say, because it's something we're immensely proud of, is the fact that every single one of those partnerships is driven directly with an employee pride network. So making a difference every day in a workplace in that way. It's not about just logo placements and marketing. It really is about working with our communities on a day-to-day basis wherever they are. Okay, so we still have the most important part of this evening to go, which is the big reveal of the program. But first, we're going to do things a little bit differently. We're going to take a short 5-minute break, which will give you a chance to grab a drink, use the last of your tokens. We're going to set up a popped-up bar down here for those of you who are closer to the stage. There'll be the bar at the back. Please grab yourself a drink, dash the loo if you need to, but then come back to your seats, because we really want you to hear about all of the wonderful events. And I'll see you shortly for the big reveal.
LGBTIQ, AP+, and beyond. That's your 5 minutes. Beginners, please take your seats. We are ready to reveal ourselves through the 2024 Midsumma program. Please make your way back to your seats. You're hydrated, you're looking fab. The humidity is making everyone feel glow, glow, glow. Please take your seats, please take your seats. We are here, thrilled that you're here. Midsumma Festival launch 2024. Please moving back down. Even those last minute scragglers, you know who you are. It's time to take your seats or you'll miss the show. We're revealing darling hearts, please take to your seats. That was absolutely longer than 5 minutes. That was at least 7. Please take to your seats. I know that there are so many wonderful people here, but we want you to take your seats. Get ready for the big reveal.
Miami, Barcelona, ahí. La cadena le brilló en lo oscuro. Huele a bacara fumándose un puro. Tiene cara que en la cama te da duro. Yo sé, papi, que tú eres muy chulo. Cómo me mira, el deseo se le ve. Él me pasa lo que fuma loca. Yo me puse el short, la Jordan en los pies. Pa' moverlo como es.
Pra te ver, presente eu trouxe pra você. Seu encanto faz enlouquecer. Sentimento, mágica e prazer. Novinha, chapa quente com cara de enfeite. Sabe que brota no meu caldeirão que hoje eu quero beijar. Novinha, chapa quente com cara de enfeite. Brota no meu caldeirão que hoje eu quero. À meia-noite, essa magia te dou veneno. Na sua língua, meia-noite, sou tua sina.
Absolutely incredible. We knew that would get you back in your seats. And I'm actually very grateful, everyone. I was actually meant to do that routine myself, but I pulled a hammy. So they stepped in at last minute. A big round of applause. Incredible. Our chorus, Queer Latin Dance. We're so grateful for your energy, for your absolute spectacular movement. How are you all going out there? I hope you're having a great launch. I just need to correct something. A few trolls during half-time revealed to me that my joke didn't work. Now, I did say that I was 6 years older than Midsumma, and I'd hate to think that you thought that I was 43. I meant 6 years younger. I'm only 40. How are your drinks? Beautiful. It is an absolute thrill and honour. Oh, a round of applause for Miss Catalina on the decks. Complete icon up there, making the party go, go, go. We love you to bits, Miss Cat. Thank you so much. But now, what you're all here for, we would like to welcome back to the stage the absolute brilliant Midsumma Festival CEO to reveal it all for this year's program. Please, a big round of applause. Thank you so much.
Hello again, and yes, it's the time for the big reveal of what is Midsumma Festival 2024. Recognising that our communities come from vastly different places, particularly now that we're national, and different lived experiences, different expressions, different perspectives, often vastly different needs and different interests. Our program is always broad and deep. But even after last year's record-breaking, this one's bigger, this one's more expansive, if that's possible. We even have a festival within a festival this year. For years, Midsumma has explored the notion of what cultural safety means to our artistic communities and our broader communities against an ever-increasingly complex external environment, both within our diverse communities and beyond. Now is the time for bravery. It's a time for championing of our diverse cultural warriors as we come together as intersectional artists, communities, audiences, and be the change makers for our future. To be courageous in the development of new contemporary arts, pushing creative boundaries in the pursuit of a queer aesthetic that is unique to our region of the world. And so, introducing our theme for Midsumma Festival 2024, A Braver Space.
Time is almost up, we're near the end, baby. No matter what we do, it keeps ticking away, ticking away. You are my summertime love. When we go back, no one will know how we were. You be my summertime love. Before you, I just didn't know what love was. You be my summertime love. You give me summertime love. You give me summertime love. You give me summertime love. Before you, I just didn't know what love was. You give me summertime
Woo! As always, I wish that I could talk to you tonight about every single event in the program. But if I tried to do that, we would not only be here all night, we'd still be here in a few days' time. So I can only give you a small taste, but I want to get you excited. Our program is bookended with massive signature community events with so much in between. We kick off, of course, with Midsumma Carnival. Free for everyone, multiple stages, showcasing artists from all across the Midsumma Festival and the country. Stalls, fun activities. We fill Alexandra Park from early till late, Sunday, January 21st. Mark that on your diary, because that's the big beginning of a very big journey for you. Many of our favourites are back because Midsumma has now built and developed a series of key annual events that celebrate and develop artists all year round across all the genres. And they become a cornerstone of our development platform feeding into Midsumma. We have the National Midsumma Australia Post Arts Prize, which is a national visual arts award across all visual arts forms. And we have the exhibition of the finalists and the award announcements. The premiere of the Homophonic Pride Prize Composition Award winner. This work premieres at the annual homophonic concerts within Midsumma at La Mama. And our partnership that has been going for quite a few years now and is achieving the most amazing results with Gashworks Arts Park, the Queer Playwriting Awards Showcase. And the scripts that were submitted this year were so strong that the judges had no choice but to actually up the numbers of scripts that were chosen to be developed and showcased by one. And works this year by Tom Ballard, Linston and Davies, Rose McCann, James Alazzi and Adam Fawcett. This year's theme of a braver space drives the core strategic component of Midsumma Presents commissions, our presentations and our co-presentations, as we continue in a year-on-year trajectory of investing in the future of contemporary arts practice and a thriving queer arts ecology, not just in Melbourne, but all over Australia. This year, we present the exhibition, A Beat to Hold Back the Dawn, at Bundoora Homestead. And this is actually the outcome of a residency that was awarded as the Bundoora Arts Prize at last year's Midsumma and Australia Post Arts Award. It's created by award-winning filmmaker and artist Logan Mutcher, and he uses cutting-edge technology and 3D spatial data. And it's an immersive exhibition that recreates Melbourne's past and present queer nightclubs into a single utopia. It reacts in real time to the visitors that comes and see this. So every attendee gets a unique experience. So you go in and you interact with the work and you shape the visual narrative. And it's hauntingly beautiful, and it helps you take a trip back to the clubs of the past and explore our community's rich histories. We have Bloodlines, which is presented by Abbotsford Convent and Midsumma. It's a multi-art form exhibition by the Huxleys, which honours and worships legendary artists that we lost to HIV and AIDS. It's a work of major significance, because as we look to the future, we must all recognise all that came before, and the influences that that time and that work have had on us all, and how those LGBTIQ artists lost to us helped shape the world and shift the world of queer art and culture into new realms. So we pay a heartfelt debt to those who paved the way for us and inspired and informed the practices of countless arts workers since and today. And that work is curated by Jacob Boehm, and it premiered at World Pride and Sydney Festival in 2023, and now it's our turn to see it. Here at Fed Square, we're partnering with this wonderful venue on February 3rd for a very special day to present a day of important artist talks, conversations, learnings, Midsumma Matters. We have two forums, or two panels, the Radical Acts of Joy and Gathering, and the second panel, How do the arts strengthen the voices of LGBTIQ in the global south? And both have really impressive panel lineups that are going to guarantee that those conversations are going to resonate issues and ideas from a local and a global perspective. And these panels will actually also surround a centrepiece performance by Homophonics' The Respect Project, which is a really special project that we've been wanting to present here for years, because it's the work for voices and strings inspired by intergenerational conversations between queer Victorian composers and LGBTIQ seniors. It's emotional, it's powerful storytelling, and it maintains our queer cultural history through music, humour, and a healthy dose of shared outrage. It's performed by the Consort of Melbourne and the Homophonic String Quintet. After many years of Midsumma investing in theatre commissions and many years, of course, of the previously mentioned Playwrights Award Showcase and the supported creative development that goes to all the scripts that are shortlisted for that year upon year upon year, we've really actually seen an uplift in the quality of queer theatre in recent years, and a through line of this year's program really is the quality of the theatre being presented in 2024, telling brave stories. At Arts Centre Melbourne, we have Overflow. It's from internationally acclaimed writer and one of UK's most prominent trans voices, Travis Alabanza. And Travis is a writer who we're really proud at Midsumma to have now developed a relationship spanning 3 Midsumma festivals. Cornered into a flooding toilet cubicle and determined not to be rescued again, Rosie distracts herself with memories of bathrooms encounters, drunken heart-to-hearts by dirty sinks, friendships forged in front of crowded mirrors, and hiding together from trouble. At 45 downstairs, we have The Inheritance, which is the Australian premiere of the epic Tony and Olivia Award winner for Best Play. It's performed in 2 parts. Matthew Lopetz's landmark play, it takes its inspiration from E.M. Forster's beloved Howard's End. It's directed by Katan Pavlovsky, who many of you will remember from the groundbreaking and award-winning Gospel According to Jesus, Queen of Heaven. It's bold, it's sexy, and it's deeply moving, and it's certainly epic in scale. Club Compost continues a direction that Midsumma took a few years ago, where we recognised that a lot of our diverse families and our diverse children were not seeing their lives reflected in art and stories. And so this is a work specifically designed for rainbow families. Artists Betty Grumble and Ethnography invite you to feel, chatter and celebrate your body in a collective disco that's about music and movement and play. And this year, we're putting a spotlight on the longer-term creative outcomes of our annual Midsumma Pathways program. Now, this is a mentorship program that we run for 9 months every year. It arises out of that program for disabled, deaf, hearing impaired, neurodiverse artists, which is not about just creating work for the festival, it's about creating and pushing art forms and creating careers. And after a number of years, we're really seeing the creative output of those artists from all over Australia. We have Midsummica at the Mama Courthouse, which is a celebration of LGBTIQ identities through performance, presented by alumni of the program's past 5 years. This project develops and champions new work and intersectional approaches and identities through an experimental lens. And there'll be performances spanning theatre, music, spoken word, dance, and multidisciplinary. Alter is a work by one of our esteemed Pathways graduates, and it's M. Tambry's playwriting debut. It serves as a heartfelt ode to M's own lived experience, growing up queer under the influence of an evangelical mega church in rural Queensland. Sutton's life, meticulously chosen, is a testament to aspirations. The white picket fence, the husband, the 3 children, these were the chapters she wrote for herself. But amidst her very well thought through plan, life plan, was something that Sutton could not have accounted for, Dana. Today is Sutton's wedding day, and Dana's been invited. But Dan will be in attendance, Dan who once was Dana. Alter was originally commissioned by Midsumma Festival, and it's been developed in residency with Abbotsford Convent and is now going to be presented by Midsumma Festival, Abbotsford Convent and M. Tambry. Destroyed is being presented at TheatreWorks in association with Pathways alumni Ebony Rattle and Sarah Jade Tracy. And this is a queer punk retelling of the tragedy of Macbeth. Oh Yuck at Me at Butterfly Club is a show about finding a will to live when the world crumbles and burns all around you. Oh, and there'll be a clown. The Reclamation of Terror at VAS Gallery is an exciting multimedia gallery exhibition by queer trans man and Pathways alumni Teague League. We could not reach the breadth of the work and the venues that we do without the active buy-in of many of Melbourne's major cultural institutions. At Arts Centre Melbourne, we have the previously mentioned Theatre Work Overflow. The National Gallery of Victoria has NGV Cross Midsumma, which is a series of works that uncover the queer stories behind some of the works that's in the current gallery's triennial exhibition. Nocturnal Hot and Bothered is at Melbourne Museum. You can explore the museum at night. You can step into a world of access, exclusion talks, wearable art, drop-in music, topics where nothing is too hot to handle. And our ongoing collaboration with the Immigration Museum and Minus 18 to present the big queer youth event of the year, which is Night at the Museum Midsumma's Youth Party. Melbourne Recital Hall has the Diversity Chamber Singers, A Love is a Love is a Love, with a vibrant program of works by 3 major award-winning Australian queer composers. And at State Library Victoria, we welcome communities with a special series of storytime activities with Midsumma Festival across the dates, books, songs and performance. Another at Abbotsford Convent is Labyrinth, which is Evan Lawson and Forest Collective presenting a new dance opera and piano concerto. Forest Collective always sells out at Midsumma, and it's a personal favourite of mine. And this one is an immersive theatrical experience that's going to delve you into the labyrinth of Greek myth, and it will include an audio description for those in our blind, low vision communities. We've taught song at Chapel Off Chapel, which is a powerful exploration of love and acceptance, following the journey of a defiant drag performer seeking connection. And isn't that what we're all seeking? An emotionally charged experience that celebrates love's resilience. And always outrageous and always fun, Reuben Kay. Our host for last year's launch is returning with 2 shows, The K-Hole and World War Me. 2024 celebrates 20 years of Dolly Diamond at Midsumma, and that's pretty remarkable. So how could we go past a Dolly Diamond's hot Midsumma roast? So Dolly will be celebrating with some of her closest, most talented and bitchiest friends. Our usual dates will culminate in the State Government's Victoria's Pride, which is an art street party on the 12th of February. It's live in Gertrude and Smith Streets, Fitzroy, and it's also a statewide and online with projects actually right from now right through till mid-February. This was massive last year. It grows from strength to strength every year. It's much more than just a street party. It's a community gathering, it's expression, it showcases queer arts across the spectrum, and I guess it brings new meaning to public art presentations. We also have 13 new regional projects that's spanning Victoria in this project, all commissioned by Midsumma this year. And in the CBD, artists will take to multiple stages, streets, parks, shop fronts with commissioned projects and some of our community's greatest artistic celebrations. The full program for that comes out in January. However, we do have, I can just give you some little tidbits prior to our full announcement of this program. Tom Neversole, Jackie, who you heard earlier, Rid Ardell and Kira Peru as just some of our guests. But wait, there's more. The team at Midsumma know that giving me a little bit too much time to think, coinciding with a new funding opportunity can be a little dangerous and likely to bring forward an entire new major project, and so it is. We're thrilled to announce a major new addition this year, meaning that the Midsumma excitement continues for a few weeks beyond our usual dates. Conceived and initiated by Midsumma and run in partnership with Photo 24 and Trocadero Projects is the Queer Photo Festival. It's running from the 27th of January right through to the 24th of March. Queer Photo will bring the very best of queer photography to Melbourne's western suburbs with support from the State Government's Creative Victoria's Go West Strategic Fund. It combines major international commissions, large, and I mean large scale, public artworks, outdoors, exhibition galleries, huge interactive public programs of walks, talks, activations, a bus tour, workshops that will engage diverse communities across the West with photographic art, all spanning 2 months. Internationally renowned photographers working with the very best local artists and diverse communities will bring major artworks of scale out into the public realm, reflecting themes of the West and ultimate bravery. alongside a comprehensive public art program, all showcased through a variety of West venues that includes the Werribee train station, Werribee Park Mansion, Footscray Community Arts, the substation, Trocadero's new art space, which will open shortly and be showcasing a core of this project, and what a way to kick off a new venue, and Wyndham Art Gallery. It's a major passion project of mine, and it has the program of photographies that really is the pinnacle of queer photographic work around the world. So thanks to our partners Photo24 and Trocadero and all of our venue partners for helping bring a dream to reality, and for Creative Victoria for the additional support. And a special acknowledgement to curator Brendan McCleary and public programming producer Delcy Maletta, who produced an extraordinary program for us all to share. This is a festival program all by itself, and whilst it's very much a big part of our a signature part of our main program, it will also have its own standalone marketing campaign, and campaign also through Photo24. So watch out for the Queer Photo Festivals campaign and the full program for this that will be out soon, with a dedicated campaign for this festival commencing in a few days' time, just so it has its own little bit of space on November 30th. So as we clear away your plates for the entree, prepare yourself for your main course, because there are far more experiences in this festival that I could ever mention in one evening, and there's more than 150 events I haven't mentioned tonight. You have 22 days in January and February for our core festival, and an extra 42 days through to late March for queer photo experiences. Festivals just aren't festivals without complete immersion. So I'm challenging you all to start building up your stamina now, because it's going to be spectacular. I challenge you to see if you can make some records of your own, with your own personal experiences. Get out Monday to Sunday, every week. Be brave in your engagements. As always, we'll have a planner in our festival guide and on our website that helps you plan every single one of those days. There's a special printed guide for your coffee tables, for marking all your flags of the things you want to see. That will be in your hands before you leave tonight. For those ticketed events that leap out to you immediately, as in past years, I'd like to remind you that we have a lot of shows that sell out. The last couple of years, I've had people ringing my mobile, sending emails going, "It's sold out, please can you get me a ticket?" And usually I can't, because it really is sold out and we've given everything away. So please don't let that be you. Remember, we broke box office and ticket sales last year. If there's something you want to see, get out there really quickly, get your tickets secured, and your dollars go directly into the hands of independent venues, independent artists. Our team will be around to answer questions. They're all in the wonderful t-shirts of our hero image. And if you need another reason to buy early, of course we have an early bird offer on selected shows. If you purchase tickets to eligible events in the first 3 weeks of our campaign, you can collect a discount at the checkout. And for this year, a brand new initiative that we've never done before, we have a program launch flash sale. So you're here tonight, whether you're here in person, whether you're online, you're our special guests. You receive 20% off the full price tickets to eligible events in the first 24 hours of sale with promo code LAUNCH24. And you can see a full range of all of the eligible events. Just go to midsumma.org/launch24. Which year are we in? We have hundreds of volunteers that are needed to make this festival happen. Registrations are still open for volunteers on our website, so give it a thought. If you'd actually like to be on this side of the stage and helping make things happen, we'd love to have you as part of the team. I'd like to offer a very special thanks to our board members, who, as Judy said, put in a lot of volunteer hours themselves all year, and to the amazing team of staff and volunteers that make up Midsumma on a day-to-day basis. Thank you, because every single one of our staff is crucial, and I can't name individuals because you're all absolutely crucial to create the work we do and make this the really special festival that it is, and the festival that changes people's lives, including our own. To the artists, venues, producers and presenters whose work makes up this incredible program, you are my inspiration. You're my insight, and your courage makes this job the delight that it is. We can't wait to share it with you all. I'd like to again acknowledge and thank our interpreters, Alex and Jamala from Expressions Australia. Thank you to Fed Square for this wonderful venue and partnering for a second year to enable us to launch here. To all of our partners, many of whom are here tonight, and of course to our principal partner, NAB, for hosting this night with us. A thank you to those people who are joining us online, and a thank you to all of you in the audience. And whilst our formalities will shortly come to an end, we'd like to invite you to stay around for a little while. Have a drink with us, have a nibble. Get the program into your hands. We want you to start browsing straight away. We want you to get online and use that launch code. And we haven't finished the entertainment just yet. Thank you for attending. I'd like to introduce our final performances to wind up the formalities and really get your hearts pumping. Lion and then Miss DJ, Miss Catalina. So happy Midsumma and be brave.
Let's go! Midsumma! Y'all ready to get boundless with us? Yeah, that's right, don't mess with me. One silver lining you could dream. I can take it up to new extremes. Seems like you don't know what I mean. Yes, God. Eat that face, baby, work for the gods. Feel like I wanna do stars. Strip to the weak, but you're trying too hard. Hop off the seat now, you make me sick. Riding that bandwagon, but you ain't slick. But what is the stitch? You're winning your reflection like you a snitch? Just breathe, time to relax, push your mind at ease. No matter what the world throws at you, remember and believe. You're boundless, limitless, body built like a fortress. Endless, effortless, you know damn well that you run this. Boundless, limitless, body built like a fortress. Endless, effortless, yeah, you already know that you're timeless. Come on! Break the binary, break the binary. Break the binary, break the binary. That's a certified start. Serving up looks and you leaving us stunned. Walk with a category, work that figure. Put a little sauce and I make that bigger. Who's giving us Butch Queen realness? We living it up, we fearless. Oh, you really want to get a taste? What's a binary? We from outer space. Struck that, intergalactic. Bump that on another planet. Break those systems used to oppress. We live the life that express. Kala and get it, diggy. What a pat pound now, give us the cheese. Body roll down and up with the crowd. You live for this, don't you? Come on, y'all, clap with me. Hey, hey, hey. Let's have some fun tonight. Hey, boundless, limitless, body built like a fortress. Endless, effortless, you know damn well that you run this. Boundless, limitless, body built like a fortress. Endless, effortless, yeah, you already know.
move like the breeze. Steve, you move like the breeze. Effortless, effortless, let's go. Effortless, effortless, let's go. Mid-terrace linking on through. Mid-terrace linking on through. She know what she came to do. Come on, come through. These two ain't playing. These two ain't playing. One and a one, two and a hop. And down to the floor. It's my turn. It's my turn. I'm about to make the stage burn. Come on, y'all, get turned. Thank y'all so much. Our boundlessness does not come without struggle or danger. So I want to pay attention to the horrifying humanitarian crisis going on right now. Free Palestine, free Sudan, free Congo!
Midsumma Festival, make some noise for Lion! Steve and Min, that was incredible. Bow down! Oh my goodness me, please keep that applause going for our brilliant performers tonight. Homophonic, Jackie, a curious queer Latin dance party, Lion, Steve and Min, and our amazing DJ, Miss Catalina. Huge shout out to all the staff here at Midsumma Festival, all the volunteers, all the board, all the team at Expressions Australia. Please do, as Karen says, check out the program, www.midsumma.org.au, bookmark it, screenshot it. It says here to tattoo it on your heart as well. Make sure you don't miss out. Use those codes to book all the queerness throughout January, February that your heart can deal with. It's going to be a fabulous time. Don't know where I was going with there. My name, if you enjoyed my performance, my name is Tristan Meacham. If you didn't, my name is Beck Reed. Miss Catalina, hit it!